Hello everyone. Today we're going to create this type of retro style or the vintage style fruit juice logo in Illustrator. And then once it is done, we're going to apply this in Photoshop like this. One on the brick wall with the texture. Looks like some kind of little bit faded paintings on the brick wall. And then emboss the effect on the fruit background. Okay, so please subscribe my channel and set the notification for my latest video. And let's get started. Okay, so before we start, I want you to prepare a few things. Please download this file, the palette.ai. You can download it from the link I provided. And then also, please download two JPEG files from the same link, brick.jpg and then fruits.jpg. So we're going to use it for the background. The last thing is, please visit thefont.com and then go to Groovy section under fancy category, Groovy, and then download this one. I don't know how to read it. Ginchist or Ginchist, this typeface. Okay, so download it and install on your computer. Then let's get started. So first, this is the 1000 pixel by 1000 pixel square, and then I provided this color palettes, color schemes I'm gonna use. So first the thing is, let's type a word in black. Just to type Fruitify. Fruitify. It's a kind of a made-up company. You can guess this is the fruit juice company things. So the character I'm gonna set to the 100-point type size, and then the font we downloaded, which is this, Fruitify. Okay, so let me zoom in. Okay, so once you type it, go to type menu and then create outlines as a graphic, as a vector graphics. And now you can see there are a lot of overlapping sections. So we're going to unite it as just one shape. So go to Pathfinder. If you do not see this Pathfinder, it is under Windows menu and Pathfinder. And choose the first one on first row, unite it as one. Next step, please choose Share Tool. If you do not see it, it is under Scale Tool. And double click. Enter the angle, minus 15-degree angle. And vertical axis. And OK. So we have this. Next step, we're going to add the new fill color. So select your text, open Appearance box. If you do not see this, it is under Windows menu and Appearance. Okay, then still your text is selected, and then on the bottom left of this Appearance panel, you will see the Add New Fill. So choose that. And the color we're going to use is, let me zoom out, this yellow. So to apply this yellow on this, what we can do is select first and then double click the color picker, the foreground color picker. Then just copy this hex code. Command C. Okay. Now select your text again. Go there. Choose this fill and double click your fill color palette and paste that code we copied. Command V. So now we have that. Okay. Now next thing is I need to have this color. Select this color and double click the fill color palette and make a copy of this code. Command C. Now select your text. We're gonna add a new fill on the bottom. Choose the bottom one. Then this fill color is supposed to be the orange we copied. So double click, paste, like this. Nothing's happening. So what we did is, see, top layer we have a yellow fill, and the bottom fill layer we have that orange fill. So you can see that. So still, choose the orange fill layer, then go to FX, add new effect button. Click on it. Go to distort and transform, then choose the transform. Okay. We're gonna move it horizontally 0.1 point and vertically 0.1 point. And check all these three options here. Let's make the 70 copies. You can preview it. See? Okay. Maybe on 70 looks maybe too much. Let me try 50. I think 50 is good and okay. Let me zoom in. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Let me collapse this, that. Okay, next thing is we're gonna need to use this color. So select this color and then double click on this the fill color palette. Double click, make a copy of this 6-digit hex code. Command C. Okay. Now select your text. Let me zoom in. On the bottom left corner of your appearance panel, you will see that Add New Stroke button. Click on it. And then this stroke is supposed to be on the very bottom. So let me move it to under the orange fill. Okay, so yellow fill is on top, orange fill is next, and the black stroke right now is on the bottom. We're gonna change the stroke color to that one. So now this time, since we are changing the stroke color, double click your stroke color palette and paste that number. Increase your stroke weight, like 7. Okay. Then still the stroke panel is selected. This color is selected. Then add effect, distort and transform like we did. This time I'm gonna move a little more, 0.2 horizontally and 0.2 vertically. Everything's fine. Numbers of copies, 120. Let me try that. Yep, I think that looks good. Or let me try 100. Yeah, 100 or 120, either one's fine. I would say okay. So we're done with the text. Okay, so it looks not too bad. Now, next thing is, once you have this text, we're gonna have the background to seal. So go to Layers panel. Okay, and then add new layer, and this new layer is supposed to be on the bottom, like this. Okay, then lock the top layer. So top layer, I have a text, fruitify, and the bottom layer has nothing yet. So next thing is, still this color is selected. or the easier way is sample this on the bottom layer. No, this color palette is on top layer. So sample this color. So the fill color is this one now. Now I'm gonna lock top layer so I can secure. Then choose your rectangle tool on the bottom layer. Click somewhere. And the size of this rectangle is gonna be 80 point by 200 point. Just like this. Then, in your toolbox, choose your pen tool. Once you keep pressing your pen tool, then there are more pen tools. Choose the delete anchor point, minus pen tool, and delete one of the bottom, and one anchor point. So now we have a triangle. Now choose direct selection tool, which is the white arrow, and then keep pressing the bottom anchor point only. Hold down the shift and move it, and it will stop the center. This. Next, switch your tool to the plus pen tool, add anchor point. Then place your pen tool in the middle, the center, on your top line, and click. So we just added a new anchor point, and with this the direct selection tool, select this new anchor point and move up a little bit, maybe about that much. Okay, so we have now a kind of a shape, looks like some kind of wedge. Then this new graphic is selected in my bottom layer. Now choose your rotate tool. Place your rotate button to this mouse cursor on the bottom anchor point. Hold down the option. You see that multiple dots right next to it, and click. I'm going to rotate 20-degree angle, and do not click on OK. Click on copy so we can have a second one. Do not release your selection. We're going to repeat it. Hold down the command and hit the D key multiple times until it completes the whole shape. Now select everything. So I'm selecting everything but the text because the top text layer is locked. Then go to Pathfinder, unite it as one shape. Okay, so still this kind of the seal is selected, but I want to have a rounded corner on every corner. Then choose your direct selection tool. Once you switch your tool, now you will see that tiny circle between every peak and the valley. Choose one of them. So once you hover your mouse cursor over the this little dot, see the little kind of arc on the bottom of your mouse cursor. Keep pressing and drag it. Maybe like that. Okay. Now choose your ellipse tool. Then place your mouse cursor, see, somewhere in the middle, and then it will snap in the center. Then hold down the option, click, keep pressing your mouse button and shift and drag it. Something like that. Okay. And then we're gonna fill this color in white. So choose the swatch and change your fill color to white. So now we have that. Also, still this white big circle is selected. Copy, Command C, and paste in front, Command F. So it looks the same, but what just I did is I copied and pasted the same size and the same color circle on the same spot. So what I'm gonna do is let me place my mouse cursor on top right corner point, hold down the Option, click Shift, and make it slightly smaller, about this size. Okay, now I need to fill this big circle in green, this green. So let me unlock my top layer. Let me choose my eyedropper tool. The inner white one is still selected, and just click on this green. So now I have that color. Okay, so we are almost there. Okay, what I need to do is I will just need to scale this my text. So hold down the Option, click, and Shift. Let me make it bigger. Maybe not too big. About that size, or maybe a little more. Maybe like that. Okay, and I'm gonna move down a little bit. Okay, so fruitify like this. Okay, so it is okay, and then next thing is I'm gonna add text. Drink freshness since 1984, that thing. So let's do this. Select your green circle. Copy, paste in front, Command F. Same thing happened. So another green circle is placed on top. Now hold down the Option, click the one corner, and hold down the Shift key and make it smaller, maybe about that size. Okay, I'm gonna change the color, maybe like that. Color really doesn't matter. Anyway, that color is gonna be gone. Okay, so still that yellow circle in the center is selected. Then go to your Type tool, keep pressing your Type tool. You will see the third one, Type on the path. Choose that. Now place your mouse cursor on the line somewhere there, because I'm gonna have drink freshness text here. Click. You see that? The color is gone. And then first let me open my character palette, and I'm gonna choose the different font and much smaller. About, no, let me try this size first. And let me type the word drink freshness. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Okay, let me rotate it slightly like that, and then I'm gonna change my text color to white. So drink freshness. Now on the bottom, I'm gonna need to have the since 1984 things. So select your drink freshness, the text. I'll repeat the same thing. I will copy and paste in front again of this text. Command C and Command F, paste in front. So there's another drink freshness right on top of the text. So we have two. Then now go to Type menu, Type on the path, choose the Type on the path options, check the flip box, and OK. You see that? Let me rotate it. See? Like this. Okay. Then, next, This text is supposed to be somewhere on the kind of lower. So open your character palette and then make sure you show options. You will see that there's a basement adjustment. So I'm gonna move down like that, somewhere there. Okay, now let me change the text. Since 1984. Let me rotate it. It barely fits. Okay, that's not too bad. I think my the fruitified text is kind of a little too big. I'm gonna make this one a little smaller, about that size. And let me move it up a little more. Okay. To the left a little bit, or to the right. Just like that. Okay. All right. So it's not too bad. Okay. So next thing is, once we have this, we're going to move this to Photoshop file. Okay. The easiest way is select everything, copy, Command C. Now let me move on to Photoshop. I'm going to open this one first, the fruit background, and just paste it, Command V. Check the pixels. Okay. I'm going to make it. Hold down the option and make it a little bit bigger, maybe about that size. And hit the return. So it is okay, but I want to have some kind of little text and then some effect. So open the other layers. On top layer, we're gonna add new layer style, the second button on the bottom of your layer panel, and choose bevel and emboss. Okay, I'm choosing the inner bevel style, and then let me change the angle to 125 or 135 somewhere. So I'm changing the light source, and then I want to have a little bit bigger. Okay, and it is soft. You can make it even softer, but maybe somewhere here. If you want to have more, little thicker, you can try that. You can control your depth. So I'm okay with that. And then before I hit the enter or the OK button, I want to add one more thing, drop shadow. So check the drop shadow, and I think it looks good. Or a little further, not too far, and a little bit bigger, and I think 70% is okay. Okay, so this is done. Okay, and next we're gonna have, as I showed you at the very beginning, we're gonna have this text, this effect. It's like the logo is painted on the brick wall, and then maybe a long time ago, and it is kind of fading away with the texture. So the first thing is open your brick wall, and then we will save this brick wall texture as a texture so we can use it later to apply this texture on your logo. So first thing is I need this as a source original file. So I'm under images menu and duplicate it. Make a copy. Okay, and change the mode from RGB to grayscale. So now this is a black and white photo. Okay, then unlock the layer, go to file, save this file as I'm gonna resave it as brick underscore BW, black and white. Must be saved as a PSD file. Format as a Photoshop. No JPEG. Save it. Okay. Now go back to the original brick wall. I'm going back to my Illustrator file. Let me make a copy of this, my logo again. Command C. And Photoshop. Paste it. Command V. As a pixels. Excuse me. And let me make it a little bit bigger. Hold down the Option and make it bigger. About that size. And hit the return. Okay. So now this is it's a kind of a floating, like a sticker on the brick wall. What we want to do is we want to have some kind of painted texture. So select your layer 1, which is your logo layer, and then we're going to change the blending mode first. You will see that normal. Click on the drop down menu, choose the multiply. So it looks already better, but the line, outline, and everything is kind of still too sharp. So we're gonna apply the texture we saved as a black and white photo, the brick texture, on this logo. So select the layer, go to filter, distort, and displace. Choose that. You may have a 10-10. If you have the higher number, like a 10, 20, 30, 40, then there will be more distortion. But I think I tested before, and the 5 and 5 looks okay. And stretch to fit. Either one's fine. Let me try the wrap around. Okay. Then choose that black and white PSD file we just saved from Photoshop. Open. See? The texture is applied. So it is okay, but I think it is kind of too strong. So what I'm going to do is, there are a few things you can try. You may change the opacity value of that layer. Little faded, like that. Okay. And then maybe you can go to Images menu, Adjustment. I want to change the saturation, the hue and saturation value, because it is kind of fading away. So hue and saturation, let me desaturate it like that. You can make it even lighter or darker, maybe a little lighter, not too much. Even we can do some more. You can go to Images menu, Adjustment, and Brightness and Contrast. Let me make it a little darker, a little more contrast, a little darker, or that's too much. Okay. And then still I can change the opacity value of my top layer a little bit more, like that. Fruity file. Okay. So this one is the one I just did. The logo on the brick wall with the texture, and also we did this kind of sharp, where is it? This one. So this and that. Okay, so this is what we did. I hope you enjoyed, and then I hope I didn't miss any step. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment, and then I will answer. And thanks for watching, and see you next time.